So step one of disassembling the laptop is going to be to remove all the external components from it. We take a look at the laptop itself. We've got it unplugged. We don't need that. We'll want to do things like remove the plates where the express cards go, if that laptop happens to have those. We'll want to check the media port where you might have an SD card or a flash card of some sort, and we'll need to remove the CD. A lot of times there are additional screws holding the case together up underneath this edge of the CD, so we have to remove that to get to those. And of course, on the back we've got the battery. We definitely want that removed before anything happens inside the machine. So let's go ahead and take those out. The express cards are very easy. There's just a little push button next to each one. Pop it once and it'll pop out, and then press it again and it's a little lever, and that'll let you take out the blank. Or your laptop may have a real express card in it. Same thing with the other one. There are usually two on the compacts in the lab. Remove the blank and press that push button back in so that they don't stick out and get broken off later. They're pretty fragile. They're just plastic. On the front of this one we've got an SD card slot. Actually, it handles a couple of different size cards. You may encounter that. Sometimes there's a blank piece of plastic in there to keep the slot from getting dirt and things like that in it. This one happens to be empty, so we don't need to deal with that. On the other side of the laptop, we've got the DVD or CD player. Normally, if you flip the laptop over, somewhere on the back in the area where the CD is, and it covers an area about that big, there's some sort of lever or possibly a screw holding it in. In this case, this laptop has a screw and a little push plate so that you can eject the laptop or eject the DVD once you get it loose. So we're going to take a look at the screw. It's a Torx, so we're going to try our size 8. And that should work just fine. We'll remove that and set aside the screw temporarily, and then using a screwdriver we can push on that metal push tab, and you can see that the CD-ROM then just slides right out. On the back of the CD you'll see that the next step in your manual has you working with this small bracket that's on the back here. If you were going to remove this CD because you were replacing it, because this one was broken and you had a new one, you would want to remove this little bracket and attach it to the new one, because the new one won't come with that because they don't know what kind of laptop you're actually putting it in. In this case, since we are not replacing it, we're going to put the same one back in. You can ignore that step in your instructions and just leave that tab right on there. What I do want to do is I want to make sure that I don't lose this screw or get it mixed up with others later on in the disassembly, because we'll have about 50 screws by the time we're done, and they're all different sizes and different threads. So I'm going to take a piece of that Scotch tape and I'm going to tape that screw right to the top of the CD so that it doesn't get knocked off or fall loose or get mixed up with all the others. Alright. Our battery is going to be the next step. Batteries usually have some sort of spring clip, and you can see this laptop has two of them, one here and one here. So if we press one and push out on the battery a little bit and then press the other, the battery will slide right out. Sometimes it's easier to use two hands at the same time, or have somebody else pull that out for you once you do the clips. And there we go, we just set that to the side as well. Now our laptop is ready to work with the next steps in disassembly.